It is the season of parties and family gatherings. Soon kids will be out of school for their holiday break with just about a week to go until Christmas. There have been some new spikes in COVID-19 cases and some breakthrough infections among those who are already vaccinated on the rise across the nation. Allison Harris is live at the White House to tell us about what data we have on this latest wave, when this spike might peak. And Allison, of course, we've been hearing so much from Dr. Fauci and from President Biden saying, continue to gather with your friends and loved ones, but obviously some concern here.
Absolutely, Adrienne, and there are different models that are predicting different things. There are some scientists who are forecasting Omicron will surge here in the U.S. in the third week of January, just after the holidays, but there are others thinking that that's going to happen later, closer to springtime. But even before the surge of Omicron really hits here in the U.S. is already experiencing an increase in the number of COVID cases, hospitalizations, and deaths compared to a month ago. That's according to data from Johns Hopkins. The number of cases in the U.S. is averaging each day. It's up about 40%. Hospitalizations are 40% higher, and deaths have increased 12% over that 1 month time period. Now, we still don't have definitive information on the severity of Omicron, although it is believed to be a more mild variant. It's also believed to be much more transmissible than the Delta variant. Dr. Fauci believes because of that, Omicron will be the dominant variant in the country very soon. Now, President Biden yesterday sent a direct message to both the unvaccinated as well as those who are fully vaccinated and boosted.
Omicron is here. It's going to start to spread much more rapidly at the beginning of the year. And the only real protection is to get your shots. If you're at the point where you have everything, including your booster, you're in really good shape.
57 million people in the U.S. have gotten their booster shots so far. The president is urging shots to protect the economic recovery, saying that that's going to be what keeps schools and businesses open, even as this Omicron variant spreads. And Adrienne, the concern among the medical community is what happens if Omicron cases, flu cases, Delta variant cases, they combine over the next month, and could that overwhelm our hospital systems?
All right. Thank you so much, Allison. Yes, it'll be interesting to see, especially as Omicron, again, has been seeing the mildest response out of any strain, considering that we still don't know a whole lot about it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.